Hi Joe, it's Lyndon. You asked for thoughts on why a PR guy would agree with Uber's GM that most small businesses, most startups don't need public relations. So I thought I'd record a quick video. It gives me a little bit more space than 140 characters to explain why. The first thing is that most public relations companies don't sell PR. They actually sell publicity. And whilst the majority of people in my industry don't understand the difference, there is an important one. Public relations is about building and maintaining relationships. Publicity is about communicating information. And when you're building a business, what really helps you build that business is relationships. The second thing is that the cost of entry is ridiculously high. For an average starter campaign, let's say 3 months, the cost is somewhere in the region of $20,000. That's including taxes, but for that, you don't really get very much. You get somebody pitching journalists, hoping that they can get placement in a magazine, in print or online, or that you can get something to take on social media. The next thing is there's a lack of transparency. PR companies don't want their customers to know what it is they're doing. Actually, they've built a business, they've built an industry around the fact that they make it out to be a dark art and they don't actually help their customers understand what it is they're doing. The idea is that you rely on the public relations company, and as an entrepreneur, you want to understand, you want some skills, you want to be able to know what you're paying for, but also to understand how you can do public relations yourself at some point. Of course, public relations companies are dead set against that. The next thing is there's little strategy. Strategy is the key thing, delivering the right message to the right audience at the right time and using the right delivery mechanism. If you get those things right, the chances of success, of building mutually beneficial relationships that benefit your business are increased. If you're just sending out information without understanding whether any of those 4 pieces are right, then the chances, as the majority of people that use traditional public relations companies will tell you, is slim. So the strategy is important. The problem is that when you're paying £20,000 for a cookie cutter solution of media pitching, whether traditional or on social, it doesn't leave a lot of budget to do the strategic stuff. My recommendation is that entrepreneurs focus their money on the strategy and learn how to do the implementation themselves. The next thing is that the media is just a single channel, and as an early stage business, you need to be building relationships with all kinds of audiences. Funneling everything through one channel limits your chances. Just think about the most important relationships in your life: your spouse, your partner, your parents, your kids. Would you manage those through a third party? You need to get permission to talk to each one of those and have them communicate your message to them rather than doing it directly. It's impractical, it wouldn't work, and if you try to suggest that that's how people manage their personal relationships, then people would not do that. The other thing is that it's getting more difficult to capture people's attention, so focusing time and making sure that that impression that you get starts a conversation. The traditional way of doing public relations is like sending out a press release, is like posting a poster, an announcement on a light pole and hoping that the person that you want to see it walks past. It used to be monthly or weekly, it's now 15 minutes or an hour that you get that opportunity. And then if it doesn't work, you move it to another light post and hope that the person walks past that one. It seems really crazy. So I believe the best people to build the relationships that will grow their businesses, the real value of public relations, are entrepreneurs. They get the strategy, the help, the support they need in order to do that. It means they have value in the skill set, and it means that the relationships are owned by them rather than being brokered by a third party. It's the foundation of my business. It's why I started my company. I want to change my industry because I fundamentally believe that if you can't communicate value, you can't even understand what it is you sell, then you shouldn't be selling it to others.